In this video, I'll walk you through your first balance exercise. So I'll just take you through step by step. Since this is early in the semester and one of the first exercises, I'm going to go through every step here, including how to save your file and etc. etc. As we move on through the semester, I won't get as detailed with these demonstrations. Okay, so first of all, as I have said before in another video, you should have a folder for your school stuff and a folder for this course, right? So I'm just calling it Intro to Graphic Design because I teach this in different colleges and universities, so whatever the course name is. But anyway, have a folder for this course, right, on your computer. Now, we go to Blackboard, and here is the balance exercise that we'll be doing. And what you do is you hover over the name. We have to download this InDesign file. Hover over the name of the file, right click, and choose Save Link As. So that's right click on the name and then click Save Link As. And then navigate to where am I here? I have to navigate to the folder that you created for this, and just give me a second because I have to do that. Okay, here we go. So here is, I'm going to put this balance design exercise InDesign file in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a folder for the balance exercise. For some reason my Mac operating system put a 1 at the end of it. Don't worry about that. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it Balance Exercise. And I'm not going to show this step for every demonstration. I just want to do it for this one. So there's my Balance Exercise folder, and I can save it right into here, but I'm going to just rename it right now. And I want you to do this too. Balance exercise and put your name in it, okay? So, balance exercise, your name. Make sure it's in the folder where you know where it is. And now life is good. Now I should be able to go to it, and there it is. There's my new folder. And there is my new file that I just downloaded. So I'm going to double click on this. And here it is. Make sure you're in Window, Workspace Essentials, okay? And the instructions are right here. So it says type your full name here. So highlight the type tool, and it's not brain surgery, right? Type your name in there, and the instructions are right here. So review the videos, etc. Save your file. Yeah, we did that. In the toolbar above, click View Screen Mode Preview. Now, typically you want to just work with Screen Mode Normal. This is one of the very rare cases where it's a little bit easier to work in Screen Mode Preview. 99% of the time you don't want to do this, but the teacher's telling you to do it this time. So go up to View, Screen Mode, Preview, and all that stuff disappears. Go to page 2 of this document and follow directions. There's a total of 7 pages in this document. Everything has to be black and white. Geometric shapes only. Don't draw curvy shapes, and especially do not try to draw faces, landscapes, houses, trees, airplanes, that kind of stuff. Just keep it simple, abstract, geometric shapes only. If you draw a face or a landscape, it's going to affect your grade. Okay, so how the heck do we get to page 2? Well, over on the right side, remember we're in Essentials Workspace. On the right side, there's the Properties tab. Will probably be active. Click on the Pages tab, and here's all the pages right here. The easiest way, you can scroll with your wheel mouse up and down to get to different pages. The easiest way is to open this Pages tab and just double click on the page you want to go to. Okay, so here we are on page 2, and the instructions are right here. move and position the rectangles to create a symmetrically balanced composition. You can stretch or shrink the objects, you can copy and duplicate the objects, you can place white objects on top of black objects, blah blah blah. Okay, so just like I showed in the previous video, the way you move stuff is you activate the selection tool, so I can grab this object here and I can move it around, and and like what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the world's most boring symmetrical composition in the world. Now don't copy this. Okay, so this, all right, so this is symmetrical. It's symmetrically balanced. It's also like really boring. Okay, this is not a good thing to turn in. So what can you do that's creative to make a symmetrically balanced composition? Some folks will like make some very elaborate patterns, like remember like in the other intro to InDesign video, like how you could put white on top of black and so on and so forth. But anyway, your mission in life here on page 2 is to create a symmetrically balanced composition. Okay, so whenever you do that and you're done, okay, yippee, we're ready to go. Let's go to page 3. Okay, now life is more interesting. Position the rectangles, create an asymmetrically balanced composition. You can stretch or shrink the objects, blah, blah, blah. You can delete them if you want to. You can copy and duplicate objects. So let me do something like really quick here, and then I'm not going to do all of these, So, okay, so I want an asymmetrically balanced composition. Well, let me just start here. I'm going to hold down the Shift key. I'm going to bring this guy vertical. And if you extend the object off of the border, it creates a very much stronger image. Let's take a look at that. In fact, stronger anchor. I mean, let me grab this. Okay, check that out. Okay, now if I take this object and I pull it so it crosses the border, it just gives it more strength to it. Likewise, if I'll take this little guy here and if I make an L shape, that makes an extremely strong anchor, and I don't have to even have it go off the border there. Even that looks kind of stupid. This might look pretty cool though. Something like that. That makes a very strong anchor. Now, is this balanced? Nope, sure isn't. I mean, we have all this stuff up in here, but check this out. If I just I'm going to make this teeny tiny little rectangle here. Let me try deleting these two guys just to see what happens. That is not balanced yet, but I could like fool around here, and there's my kitty. I'm very excited about the new course. This is almost balanced, but it looks kind of dumb. I mean, it's not really doing it for me here. Let me copy some of this stuff. Like I can hover over with my black arrow, hold down the Option or Alt key, and I can copy it. And maybe I can start to make stuff a little bit more interesting here. And I'm just like kind of, making this up as I go, folks, which is probably not a good thing to do. But let me just... Now that's okay. Just that this isn't finished, but just that little bit, it's starting to look more interesting. Now, if I extend this guy off, that really gives this a lot more visual weight, which I think is what was needed here. And like I said before, the stuff that we learned in the intro video, like I can make a rectangle, which I will do, and I'm going to click on we can switch, remember, you'll be switching between Pages and Properties tab here. Go to the Properties tab, make it a white fill, and we did this before in a previous video, and a no stroke on it, and so like and so we get this. I'm trying to speed up here because I don't want to bore the heck out of you. I can make these little and this isn't there yet, but I mean something that just gives it a little bit more visual interest, doesn't it? Right? See? Is this done yet? I'm really not sure, so I would just have to like look at this and meditate on it here. And maybe I'll copy this dude again here and make it a little bit smaller. And the thing is, this exercise is to develop your design instincts. And, I mean, this isn't finished, right? So this is not finished. So, and like maybe I could like unify it by pulling these guys down over there. What happens then, So, is this placed in the correct place? Nah, it isn't. I really don't know how I'm going to finish this, but that's your challenge, to see what you can do here. Like maybe I could do this instead. Check this out. If I copy this and bring these guys down here. See, now these guys, this visually, like this is like talking to each other now, which is kind of interesting. And there might be some possibilities there. So anyway, I can see that it needs an element up in here too. Like what if I just did this? So I could like fool around with this for a long time, and I enjoy doing these things. But okay, so let's go back to the Pages tab, and so you're going to do the same thing here on this page. On page 5 you got triangles to work with, and then on page 6 you're going to make your own shapes, triangles, ellipses, rectangles, etc. No faces, no landscapes, nothing like that. When you come to page 7, I'm double clicking on page 7 so I can see it. So save this file, make sure it says balance your name.indd, then export it as an interactive PDF. It spells it out right there. Just click on file, export, and then you'll export it as an Adobe PDF interactive. It'll go to the folder in which you saved it, and I'm not going to do that. And then you will upload the PDF only, not the InDesign file. Upload the PDF to your Blackboard site. So that is that. The only thing that's a little bit different is that you'll be switching to the Pages tab to navigate through this. However, remember, you can just scroll with the wheel mouse, or you can pull the slider over here to go to every page. I much prefer navigating through the Pages tab because I know exactly where I am. Alright, so get on to it then, I guess. Good luck. Look at this exercise as it's like, as a musician has to practice scales, this is what visual artists do. Okay, so this is kind of like you practicing scales. You can make some beautiful, wonderful things within this very, very strict boundaries that I'm setting up here. So don't just throw this together. Really take your time, make something beautiful. And I'm serious. I've seen some like just gorgeous things produced by students with this exercise. So have fun with it. Work on it, take it seriously, and good luck with it.